this piece.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So they're neat people.
Yeah, they're
Yes,
really,
A, B, C,
really
D,
neat
E, F,
people.
G, H, I.
Great.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. Okay. Okay. Well, Dennis, it's good to see you again. I've been seeing you on screen, but we have not talked since The Right Stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That other
Washington, D.C., right?
Yes, that other flying picture
Mm-hmm.
you did. And now here you are in Innerspace, far out adventure. As I watched you on screen in this, so much of what you do is a scene where you're not talking to another actor, or at least you're not eyeball to eyeball with another actor.
Yeah.
Now, that has to be kind of difficult, isn't it?
Well, no, it wasn't, because I would be wearing a hearing aid in my ear, and Marty Short would be in a soundproof room. And we do the scene that way. It was like talking back and forth. So it was like talking. You could actually do a scene with someone. They didn't loop it in later.
And then the environment that you were in, what was that like?
It was sort of like I had about as much room as this chair, I think, and it was a good challenge trying to find different ways of to move and to find different things, different actions to do within that confined space.
Yeah, but did you sometimes just get claustrophobic hours at a time in there?
No, not really. I actually enjoyed working in the pod. I didn't think I would. I thought I was going to be, 5 weeks of boredom and of going nuts. But I actually had a great time in the pod. Surprised myself.
How did you get a handle on the whole thing, Dennis? Because the story is so preposterous, and yet, you have to make us believe that all this is going on.
Well, I just had a good time, that's all. And I'll let the story carry itself. I think it's such a wonderful story. It's really it's about the human beings too, in the end. But let the special effects take care of the special effects, and I just create all that in my imagination as far as reacting to it. But I just tried to have a good time in this movie. I didn't try to get really seriously or take it seriously. That would have been a mistake, I think.
But you did have to think of it as being real. I mean, didn't you?
Oh yeah, sure. At the time you were doing it, but I don't think that it's appropriate in this movie to really talk about acting. it was just a lot of fun to do.
You're shooting a movie here in Austin right now called DOA.
Yeah.
Now, how is that contrasted with this
With
film?
Innerspace?
Mm.
Well, Innerspace is a comedy, and DOA is about a guy who gets poisoned and spends the last 48 hours of his life trying to figure out who poisoned him, and also dealing with dying. So it's kind of similar, I guess, right?
And then what else is coming along now that would be even different?
Well, I've got The Big Easy, which comes out next month, August, where I play a corrupt cop in New Orleans. And then I have Suspect, which comes out in November, and where I play a Washington lobbyist. And that is a courtroom drama.
So you're really on a big roll here with all these films.
Well, I've been working, it appears to be that way, though, because I've done all these movies over a year and a half, and they just all happen to be coming out at the same time.
But this kind of momentum, was it that one thing sort of generated the other, or what?
No, it's just that I got through with one. I would take a couple of months off, and then I'd be sent scripts, and I'd find a script that I really liked and something that appealed to me and that I wanted to do. So that's usually the way it is. If I find something that when I read it, that I really enjoy it and I feel compelled to do it, then I do it.
When you decided to do Suspect, did you know Cher would be the one?
Yeah, Cher
yeah?
did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How does that work out with Cher?
With Cher,
Uh-huh.
she's a great actress, really. She's very good, and we had a lot of fun.
So many people tend to think that she's just playing herself rather than, acting the role.
Oh no, I really can't see that, because she played a lesbian hairdresser in Silkwood, and mask. I mean, she was like a heroin addict mother, and this she plays a public defender. So I wouldn't really say that she was really playing herself. She's really differentiated all her roles.
Yeah. Are you really pleased with the way things are going now for you, Dennis? I mean, the kinds of roles and.
I'm having a lot of fun, let's put it that way, and that's my kind of barometer about careers and acting and life. It's just what you do, as much work or as serious as you are about it, you've got to have the key factors that you've got to have fun doing it. Otherwise, you won't be any good at it.
Was there ever a time in your career when you thought, oh gosh, you know, were you at 6s and 7s and really sweating it?
6s and 7s, I don't understand this one.
Oh, it just, you know.
Is this a new one?
No, I don't know. Maybe but ever a time when you were just so frustrated with your career?
Oh, sure. Well, it's nobody just starts off and falls right into things. Hopefully, you know, and it takes time to get things generated, but I'm happy with it now. It was tough at first, sure.
Are there any roles you turned down that later you kicked yourself and said, I should have done that?
No, not really. There's no regrets about that. I mean, you could spend your entire life doing that, you know.
Yeah. Of course, actors have to be able to adjust to the ups and downs of the business.
Oh, well, everybody in life has to adjust to the ups and downs of their life, you know, so it's better than working for a living, I put it that way.
You really, you really think so?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you do in between pictures to kind of, recharge the battery?
I go to Montana and I sit down for a while and fish.
You have a place up there? Or?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Fish and commune with
just
nature?
Sit and commune with nature, yes.
Well, Dennis, I enjoyed you very much in Innerspace. I think it's going to be a big hit. I don't see how it can miss.
Well, from your mouth to God's ears, but I won't predict, because I just had a great time doing it, and I enjoyed watching it. And I really enjoyed it a lot, and I think people will, but I won't put my foot in my mouth yet.
Okay.
All right.
Nice talking with
Thank
you,
you,
Dennis.
Bobbie.
Enjoyed it very much. Good, thanks.